Hey guys, welcome back. In last lecture I showed you how you can separate your code into multiple components. In this lecture we will continue and we will work more on our form, but we will start with assignment. So let's see our assignment here. Okay, and here is the first step. So hide new activity button when a button is clicked. Okay, so let's see our application. So when I will click this new activity button, I would like to display this form, but I don't want to display this new activity button here. Okay, so this is the first step. The second one is to create a new button on the bottom of the form to hide form and display only new activity. Okay, so when I will click here a new activity, I would like to hide this, but I would like to have here a button to close this form and display only new activity. Okay, so let's see. The last one, create a text area input in the form so user can write the nodes and bind new activity nodes to this text area. Okay, and here are some helpers. So here is a code for a button, so for a cancel button, and here is a code for a text area. Okay guys, so you can stop your videos. If you are stuck, just continue and follow me. Okay, so I will work on this right now. So let's start with the first one, hide new activity button when button is clicked, and this is actually very simple. Let's find here new activity, a element, here it is, and I will write here if directive, and I would like to hide this new activity when is form is not displayed. So if is form is not displayed, only then I want to show this new activity. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back to browsers. I will refresh my page. Let's refresh it. Let's click here new activity, and you can see our button is not displayed anymore. But we are also not displaying this close button, so we don't have any way to go to previous state. So let's work on this. So let's go back to our coding editors. Okay, and let's find here code for a button, and actually I can copy it from here. Okay, so let's copy this, and let's find here our form. So it should be here. Here we are displaying button for create activity, so I will paste here this code for a new button to cancel this form. Okay, perfect. Now I will create here a click event handler, but first I would like to move this functionality from here. You can see here when we are clicking on this new activity button, we are toggling this state here. I would like to move it to separate function. So I will copy this code from here, and I will create here a new function into methods. Okay, so here let's write here a comma, and let's create here a new function, toggle form display. So toggle form display. Oops, not like this, but like this. Perfect. And we want to toggle this state, so this is form displayed, and we want to assign the opposite value of is form displayed to is form display variable. Okay, so toggle form display. Now I can use this function. So let's scroll up here. Let's find here click event. So here it is. I can remove it from here, and I can provide here our new function, toggle form display, and the same function I can provide to our cancel. So let's find here a cancel, and I will paste this here. Okay, let's see this. Let's go back to our browsers. Let's refresh this, click new activity. Okay, now we are displaying this cancel. Let's click here cancel, and now activity and a cancel. Perfect, this works very well. And let's continue with the last step. Okay, so we should create a text area now. So let's copy this field from here. Okay, let's find a good spot where to paste it, and a good spot would be under this field. So here, don't forget to indent it so it's nice. Okay, we have our label of a nodes. We have our class of text area, but we need to bind a value from our text area to our variable, to our new goal, to our new activity. So here is a new activity title, but I would like to create here a new key, and this will be called nodes. This is just an empty string as the initial value. Okay, now we have our node, so we can use vModel. Let's find it here. So text area, vModel, and we can provide here these new activity nodes. So new activity nodes. Perfect. Let's save this and let's verify this functionality. Okay, let's click here new activity, and at this point you should have this text area here, and the placeholder is wrong. It's text area. We should display here some meaningful text, but don't worry about this now. So let's write here title. So let's write here title, save the world, and nodes, we need to save the world, and let's inspect this. I will open a console and I will display these values. So let's find our application and a new activity, and let's see what we have here. New activity, and you can find here nodes and a title. We need to save the world, and a title is save the world. Perfect. So this is working pretty well, and also I would like to show you one more thing. We can also create here default values. So here will be, let's say, default title, and here will be default nodes, and you can see how data binding works. So it's two-way data binding. So we should fill this input here. So when I will refresh this and I will click here new activity, you will see that we are getting this from our variable. Okay, so I will revert this because I would like to keep this empty as it is now. And guys, I hope you have been successful with your assignment at this point. If not, don't worry, we are just starting coding and there will be plenty of assignment ahead. Okay, before we will finish this, I want to create here a new function, and I will call this function create activity. So just create activity. All right, and we want to just console log our new activity. So this new activity we specified up here in our data. This, okay, so we have this function, and we want to create a new activity when we are clicking a button, right? So when we are clicking this button, create activity. So we can create here a click event, and we want to just call our create a new activity. So create activity. Okay, so let's see this. Let's go back to our browsers. Don't forget to refresh your applications. So let's refresh this page. Let's refresh it, click here new activity, and let's fill in some data. So let's say title, travel the world. All right, and the nodes can be travel the world nodes. Now let's inspect this page. So we will see console, inspect, let's open a console tab, and let's click here create activity. So create activity, and now we can see our object with the nodes, travel the world nodes, and a title, travel the world. Perfect. Everything is working as it should be. And you can imagine, instead of consoling log out some data, you can send this data to your database or to your server and create your activity. Okay, before we will finish this lesson, I would like to change this placeholder. So let's go back to our coding editors. And let's find here our text area. Here it is, and here is a placeholder somewhere of a text area. But let's write here, write some node here, write some nodes here, like this. Okay, so now when you will go back, refresh your page, click here new activity, you can find here, write some nodes here. Okay, guys, so that should be it from this lecture. Now we have a nice form here and also functionality to create this new activity in theory, because now we are just consoling log out some data. In the next lecture, we will do big changes, guys. We will move this project from this folder structure to different one. We will use Vue CLI to generate a new project, and we will copy code from here to our new project. And this will be very exciting because with the Vue CLI, we can use development server, we can use NPM, so we can use different JavaScript packages in our project. We can use a new ES6 syntax and so on. So there will be a lot of functionality we can use out of the box. This is just a classical way how you can write your websites or web applications. So we need to use here scripts, and also we need to use here old syntax like vars and functions. We don't have here arrow functions, for example. So that's gonna be very exciting. That's gonna be a lot of changes, but it will be better. You will see. So guys, get a nice break, and I hope to see you in the next lecture.